And we're live.
Facebook Live.
I'd like to welcome everybody to Conversations with Malik podcast show. I'm here with my co-host, Jeff Jones.
Yes, sir. Yes,
How
sir.
you doing, my brother?
I can't call it my brother another day.
Yeah, this is a show where we look to inspire people through regular conversations. The goal of this show is to help anyone who listens to just learn how to talk to people. Some reason I find people just don't know how to talk anymore. Nobody wants to talk.
Nobody want to talk.
You know, we're here just to share our perspective on today's issues and topics. All we have is our point of view based on our experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And today's January 15th, 2018. I've never lived in this day before, so this is definitely a new experience for me. But it's also a special day. It's Dr. Martin Luther King,
MLK.
The day that we acknowledge him and his sacrifice and what he means to our community and to the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice day. You know, it's a little cold out, but it's not like it was last week with that Arctic vortex.
Hopefully we won't get that brutalness again.
Oh my goodness!
Where our coats need a coat.
Yo, man, listen, I was grateful to be alive, but that was rough, man.
Yeah, it was tough.
And we're broadcasting out of badass Baldwin, man. By way of Queens.
We're Queens.
We're Queens people, and I'll give you over to Jeff Jones for a second.
Yes, sir. Before we start today's show, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Con W Malik, and I'll spell it CONWMALIK. Like us on Facebook, also at Conversations with Malik. Also follow us on Twitter at Con W Malik. And if you have an interesting story, I usually like to say this all the time. If there's any interesting story that you would like to share with us, perhaps that could inspire somebody, something special.
Yeah.
Throughout your experience,
Mm-hmm.
Get at us. Reach out. Hit us up on conwmalik@gmail.com. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Conversations with Malik. Because we're a family of businesses, we're self-made. We're big on supporting and encouraging. Pass it right back on to you.
Yeah, definitely. So we today's show,
interesting, right?
We have a special guest here. I would like to introduce Donna Jonas. She's ELI Energy Leadership Index MP Master Practitioner. She's a professional business coach. Okay, we went over this. She's a member of the Women-Owned Business Club. You can reach her at CoachDonnaJonas.com. I'll spell that for you: COACH Donna Jonas DONNAJONAS.com, and you can email her at CoachDonnaJonas@gmail.com, and I'll give you now the extraordinary professional business coach Donna Jonas. How you doing?
Hey everybody. Well, after that opening, I hope I can live up to the energy that's in this room.
Most
and
definitely.
Most definitely.
That the energy in this room is very high, and
Yeah,
I'm just so proud of these two brothers that are taking the time to really inspire and help other people. I think that's what all of our purpose should be, is to be of service.
yes, definitely, and that's part of why we have you here on the show. This show is about creating inspiration, stories do inspiration, and we talked a lot about this in the creation of this movement, because we believe that this show is growing into a community movement, right? That we wanted to bring on people who everybody can't necessarily be Oprah or Michael Jordan or Puff Daddy, right? Sometimes those things are like so far attainable as far as monetarily wise and all of the things that they have. But there are everybody's a regular person, so I don't want to say regular people, but there are people, individuals who have tremendous stories of transformation, who I maybe can be like Jeff Jones, or being like Donna Jonas is a little more attainable, a little more tangible.
Right.
And so, so it's good to have you here. So, you're a life coach. What is a life coach, and what is it that you actually do?
Okay. I'll tell you what a life coach isn't, and I'll compare it to maybe some professions that people are familiar with. Life coaching is not like therapy. Therapy, you spend a lot of time in the past, trying to discover why you are the way you are. And we do a little bit of that, but not a lot. Coaching is about identifying blocks and moving the client forward. Nice. We're not like friends, family. Oh, they can give a lot of advice, but normally it's what they think is best for you.
Okay.
It's well-intentioned, but it's really they have their own agenda and what they think you should do. Life coaching and professional coaching is different than, let's say, a sports coach. Sports coach is all about win, 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 win.
Right.
Whereas we're more about championing a client, walking with them. And the good thing I like about coaching is that the client sets the agenda. I don't have any stake in the game except to find out on a weekly basis, what do they want to talk about?
Wow.
And then once they identify what they want to talk about, then I ask, well, why is that important?
So you kind of use what they see there, what it is that they need to accomplish as the roadmap to the beginning of the transformation.
Most people have an idea of what success means to them. Okay. And success is different for everybody. Success for one person might be a monetary success.
Right.
For another person, it might be peace of mind, fulfillment. So once a person identifies what success is, then what are their values? Are they living their life based on the values that will help them to achieve that success? Or are they living a life that's compromising their values? So I give a person an opportunity to identify the values that are important to them.
Values are important. Right. So is being a life coach spiritual? And if so, when did your journey of spirituality start?
Life coaching is very spiritual. In the profession, we say that everybody has a higher coach. That's that intuitive thinking. Sort
of like higher power, higher coach. Gotcha.
Exactly. How I got started in coaching, it was interesting. 2 birthdays ago, interesting. I don't know where these 2 questions came from, but I believe that it was from my higher power, higher coach. Am I living in my truth? And am I living a purposeful life? The good thing is that I answered yes to both, but I knew that there's a lot more than I can do. And so being a coach, a life coach, just resonated with me. At the time, I didn't know how to become a coach. So I did some research. I looked around and I picked the school that resonated with me. I always tell people that it's very important to invest in yourself.
Right.
I'm fortunate that I have a 401k plan.
Okay.
And 401k for me is to help me out in the future.
Right.
And so I knew that I'm on the tail end of my day career.
Okay.
And so I know that, well, when I retire, I'm too youthful to sit home.
Yeah, that's not your style.
Don't get me wrong. I like to veg on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
I went to Game of Thrones like
Oh, there we go. Game of Thrones fan. Game of Thrones. She's welcome here. We're Game of Thrones household here.
I was a late bloomer on that.
Okay.
Once I got into it, I
powerful.
Yeah, very, very, very powerful.
You talking about a show where every conversation is a lesson? You better go to school on because the conversation you're having with somebody is school. And if you don't pay attention to the conversation, that might mean your life.
Yeah.
So you talked about your question to yourself was, am I living in my purpose and am I living in my truth? Give me the atmosphere, Donna, around those questions that you posed to yourself, what the answers were. And so where were you internally to even make yourself cause yourself to ask those questions? Was there some pain there? Just kind of give me, a temperature of what that was like.
The interesting thing is that the questions came from nowhere. I wasn't conscious of, I didn't know that I was going to sit with those questions. I mean, it's my birthday. I'm thinking, like party. And
on your birthday. Wow.
It made me really assess my life. And so that's what was so profound about it, was it really made me take stock and figure out, okay, how do I want to live the rest of my life? Because I have more years behind me and less in front. So I'm going to, people don't realize that I'm 62.
No. Oh, please.
Yeah.
You could have fooled me.
So God willing, I have 10, 20 years, 30 years. And so how do I make those years matter? And so that was a real defining moment. How do I make the rest of my life matter? And how can I help people? Because being purposeful for me is not just how I'm being purposeful for myself.
Right.
But how am I being purposeful to other people?
Right.
So I knew that I needed tools to do that.
Gotcha.
I knew that I didn't want to jeopardize a person's life by not having the right tools in order to help.
Gotcha.
Right.
And so when I first started coaching, it was really like learning a new language, because it's how you ask questions. We call them empowering questions, because most of the time when we ask a question, we usually get a yes or no answer.
Right.
And so I was doing a lot of reframing in my head, because I normally ask a question. I can't think of one right now. Maybe during this conversation. And so I invested some money in getting the right credentials. Credentialing is big for a lot of people. They want to know that.
They want to see that you're
not just
hi, I'm a coach. Flying off the cuff. They want to know that you know what you're talking about. Because even though you might have a lot of experiential insight and spiritual insight, that's not enough, especially for professional people. They want to see those letters there.
And the thing is, I realize that it takes kind of like the heat off of me, because I don't set the agenda. From week to week, it's the client. And the nifty thing about this is, coaching is done over the phone. I mean, if a person wants to, they can be coached in person.
Right.
But for me, you asked about the spiritual aspect of it. It's very important that I come from a place of intuition. I have to listen. I have to feel. I don't coach the story, because stories change.
Okay.
I don't get caught up in the story. I hear enough of the story, and then I can hear the energy that's behind that.
Wow.
And it's moving a person. There's two types of energy. And I had shared with Jeff earlier, catabolic and anabolic energy. And
explain that, because y'all were talking
about that before I started my path in coaching. And catabolic energy is very draining. It's like victim mode. It's like sitting back and thinking, I can't.
Okay.
It makes me think I can. A lot of self-doubt, a lot of fear.
Okay.
Another energy level, which is a second level of energy, is anger. I'm angry because things are not turning out the way I want.
Oh.
So it's identifying where I hear that and really asking people, okay, so this belief that you have, what's it costing you?
So this is one of the reasons why you have that 1 hour, you offer that 1 hour complimentary session on your website, just to get some insight on that individual that's seeking for this specific assistance in terms of coaching.
That's correct.
Gotcha.
And also to find out if I'm a good fit. It's important that a person feels comfortable with me.
Okay.
And I feel comfortable with them. I mean, there are some people that I may not be able to coach. They may need different kind of help, psychiatric help, therapy. So I would refer them. But I want to make sure that a person feels comfortable with my energy.
I was going to ask that, like, if someone fills out this questionnaire on the website, gives you a little bit of information about themselves. I was going to ask you, do you refer them to someone else that could assist them? I mean, how would you know that that person is the right fit for that person?
Well, I don't, but to be quite honest, I haven't had to refer anybody away.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The interesting thing about, people filling out the questionnaire, I get a real sense of what people are doing.
Gotcha.
I really don't get a good sense of who they're being.
Wow.
And that's the thing that I find is the foundation. Who are you being in this space, in this earth, in this life? What are your values? What are your goals? What is your vision? I made a conscious decision to work with women because I do know from my own experience what it's like to know that something's missing, that I'm not really tapped into who I want to be. And I had to first discover, well, who do I want to be?
Yeah.
What's important to me? What do I value?
Right.
And then if I'm clear on my values, I can tell situations that I'm in that compromise those values, and I can make a decision whether I want to stay or learn the tools on how to function.
Right, because you could be outwardly successful, but your value system be compromised. Because I noticed on your website, there was a question there: who are you being? So, you like when you would see a question like that, it's like, who are you going to be? But who are you? But then you bring it right. Back to being is the present moment experience. And then there's something under there that rocked me, because I was really on your site. I did the meditation.
So
yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, we're going to get around to that. But you have a saying on there, and it says, raise your awareness of who you really are, as opposed to the you that you believe you are, and that you were taught to be. When you are aligned with what you do and how you do it, success is yours for the taking. Creating new beliefs and new rules for yourself will enable you to move past where you currently are.
Most of us, if not all of us, have beliefs about ourselves that we inherited.
Right. Through family, the church you went to.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I explore with the client, well, are these beliefs working for you? If not, you have a wonderful opportunity to create a new belief.
A new set.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
A new rule. What's the new rule? And have them envision what life, even if you don't really believe that it's possible, what would life be like for you with this new belief that you create?
Right.
So it's all from the client. See, we all have this inner being, this inner space that's unique to each and every one of us.
Right.
I'm unique, you're unique, the viewers, they're all unique.
Yes.
But it's tapping into that.
Right.
You know, tapping into, you know, your purpose. You know, I love working with women. And I say, you know, business women, career women, you know, some women are working and they may not even look at themselves as career women because of how they feel about themselves.
Wow. So it's all about ideas and concept.
Right.
Wow.
And it could be the woman who's starting her career. You know, are you clear on your values so that when you look at the culture that you want to be in, you know, is that going to be a culture that fits?
Yeah, what job you're going to take.
Right, exactly.
Do you want to take, is that job you're going to take, okay, it might be more money than this other job, but are you living to your purpose on this job, right? And so, yeah, so, you know, so how do you help a businesswoman who already thinks they have it together see that there is more improvement that could be made? Because listen, I come into your office and I got my red bottoms on, you know, I got my hair did, right? And, you know, and I'm suited and booted, right? And I'm making 150,000, but I kind of feel that, you know, I've had some disappointments. I'm not totally happy. What can you really tell me about my life? I'm successful, girl.
Well, I would have to ask, you know, what do you mean by disappointments? I mean, I need to.
You need some information.
I need some information.